Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. We have an amazing show.
Truly, we do. You and I both been working hard. We've got your interview with friend of the show, Kyle Kulinski, so that'll be great. I also was in Kentucky over the weekend talking to Andy Beshear. He's the Democrat who's trying to unseat a very, very unpopular Republican incumbent there for Governor Matt Bevin. Donald Trump is coming to the state tonight, so can Trump pull Bevin across the finish line? That's the question, so we'll have that. But also, we have one fewer candidate in the Democratic primary. Beto O'Rourke has officially exited the race. Saagar, I know you're heartbroken.
I'm so heartbroken. I mean, I've been trashing him on the show, since even when I was a guest.
Before it was cool.
Yeah, before it was cool. Even when he was a guest, when I was a guest and he was running for Senate, and I was like, not only does this guy not have a chance, he is the most empty, sack of flesh that is running for president. He has nothing to actually offer. And I mean, his entire, what was the Vanity Fair cover?
I'm born to be in it.
I was born to be in it, man. I mean, it was just peak. Remember when he was driving all around the country with his ridiculous tweets and Medium blog where he's like, it's been 12 hours in an Iowa bar. I'm recognized. I pull my hat over my eyes. It's just
so self-involved. Oh
it's
my
like
God.
chicken soup for the Beto.
Okay, well, here's what I will say. I liked him better than Ted Cruz, for sure.
Yeah.
But I also, I believe, was on the Beto is not all the media believes him to be narrative much more quickly than the rest of the country. You know, there's a lot to be said about, there was a Politico piece inside the collapse of Beto's campaign that chalked it up to him not getting his shit together organizational-wise. I don't really think that's a problem.
No.
Donald Trump never got his shit together, and he's president of the United States.
Right.
The problem is Beto's politics are the literal worst. They're the worst to just signal on these cultural issues, but not actually have anything to say about the economic issues, healthcare, et cetera, that people care most about. And that's why his thing collapsed. Now, I did like him more once Pete started relentlessly attacking him.
Right.
You know, that made me feel a little more warmly towards Beto. But that's, I think, the bottom line lesson here is that type of politics, which is essentially the direction that the Democratic Party has gone in, and definitely the direction that the media has gone in, obsessed with these cultural issues and total sellout on the economic issues, is just bankrupt.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. He was like the id of the woke left. He'd be like, America is a racist nation from the very beginning. We shouldn't have a single border. What else did he say? He said every gun in this country will be seized, but oh yeah, all this stuff going on with class and healthcare.
We'll figure it out.
It's
Economics,
not so sure about that.
Out.
Think about, how does he square that with his politics? Well, we all know exactly how he squares it, right? It's like he has to pay those shibboleths to his woke left people in Manhattan and all these other people floating his campaign, but they don't actually want to see the actual system change.
Right.
For them.
God
they don't
forbid
want to
their
see
taxes
any real
might
change.
go up.
Right. Exactly.
No, that's it.
Yeah.
And the thing is that if you just watch a lot of the mainstream media, you think that there's a massive desire for that type of politics.
Well, among them.
But exactly. But when you actually talk to the voters, it's not at all what they're looking for. And so, look, I think SNL said it best in one of their town hall spoofs. They called Beto guy who tragically misinterpreted our enthusiasm for him.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
But between him and I think Jack, who's a friend of the show, tweeted this, between Biden falling out, Kamala falling, and now Pete is the flavor of the moment. It just goes to show you how little the media and these pundits actually know about how voters think.
No, they have no idea. I mean, how many magazine profiles does this guy get? How many Vogue covers? Vanity Fair? Every national political journalist / profiler in this country flew to Austin and El Paso to go hang out with Beto.
And watch him climb on a countertop or whatever.
These are the people. These are the people who choose to whom to cover. That should tell you everything that you need to know.
Right.
Yeah.
In my radar today, I'm talking about now how the media is in love with Mayor Pete and is comparing him to Obama.
Oh,
hilarious.
God,
So I'll tell you what's on my radar and on Saagar's radar. That's next.
Right.